Oh my gosh, am I really back right now? This is so weird. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel after like a 2-month hiatus. I hope that you guys enjoy the new setup. I am obsessed with it. I have a cool little light over here that's making the purple happen. And then I got this beautiful good hair day sign because we love hair on this channel. I also have a microphone now, so like we really fancy or whatever. I thought it would be a really fun idea to just come back, tell you guys what's been going on in my life because it has been a while since I've been on here and talked to you guys, and do a hair routine because I have some fun products that I want to try out. Grab a drink. I've got my little Spindrift, or grab a snack if you want a snack instead, and let's get into it. Okay, so where do I start? I hit 1,000 subscribers, which like, thank you guys so much. I don't know how that happened. I feel like I just kind of like grinded and like really started taking YouTube really seriously. I feel like so excited about where my channel is at, and honestly posting about curly hair is my favorite thing ever. If you've watched my videos, thank you so much, and if you're new here, also thank you, and I hope that you stick around. Oh, also I forgot to tell you guys what I'm using. I'm starting out with this Jessie Curl Touche Extra Moisturizing Conditioner, and I have a whole Jessie Curl video using a bunch of these products, so go check that out if you want to know more about how these are. So yeah, I guess I just got to 1,000 subscribers, and I honestly kind of just burnt myself out because I was working really hard on my channel. I also have a full-time job as a graphic designer, so honestly just working in tech constantly and editing things constantly just really burnt me, and I needed some time off. So I'm glad that I took the time off, but now I feel really ready to just get back into YouTube again. I also went to visit my uncle who lives in Duluth, Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota, if you don't know that. And Duluth, Minnesota is a place that's like 3 hours north of where I live. And it's this beautiful town that hosts this marathon every year called Grandma's Marathon. It's not a marathon with grandmas. It's they have a restaurant called Grandma's, and then there's a marathon based off of that restaurant, and whatever, you get the point. But my sister, Hannah, she runs this marathon, like she's ran it like the last 3 years now, which is crazy. So I went up to visit my uncle with my family and my boyfriend and watched Hannah run this marathon. It was super, super wet and rainy and just like a really bad day, honestly. I felt kind of bad for my sister because she was trying to qualify for Boston and it just did not go to plan. She got very rained on, and it was not a good day for weather. Regardless, it was still a fun weekend. We played a lot of cards, ate a lot of food. I also ran a 5K because they do a bunch of other events besides just the marathon. So I guess I technically walked the 5K with my boyfriend because he has been injured sadly, but it was a really fun time regardless. Like, I've never just walked a 5K before, and it was really fun. I saw a lot of inspiring people that were walking and running and just like participating, also just watching and cheering people on. Like, it was just a great time. Maybe this is a little too ambitious of me, but I decided to register myself for a 10-mile run in October. So I've literally been training for that for this past week. Yeah, I'm very nervous to see how it all goes, but I'm also really excited just to like try it out. I ran track in high school and I did soccer my whole life, so like I feel like I've been involved in athletic activities my whole life, but 10 miles is a distance I have never run anything close to, not even probably in a soccer game. It takes a lot of training and good eating habits to get to that point where I can actually run the whole thing. So yesterday I literally spent my time like plotting out what groceries to get. It's been a grind because I have to cook them all too, so it just takes a lot of time out of my day. I would love if I did YouTube full time because I would just have the time to literally just make videos for you guys all the time. I feel like for now, I really just have to use the free time that I have. I'm almost 2 years into my job as well, which is so crazy to think about. I also just feel like the time has been passing so quickly. Like, I don't know how that's possible. Like, it feels like this year has just been flying by. I also turned 29. I still kind of feel like I'm like 27. I feel like the COVID years really just happened and flew by, and now we're just like apparently like 4 years later. okay. Also, I'm gonna be using this Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy. I'm gonna be scrunching it like all throughout. I also used way too much, look at that. But yeah, I feel like the time has just been passing so fast, and I really can't believe that I'm about to be in my 30s next March. That like kind of makes me sad, but also kind of makes me excited weirdly. I've also just been really feeling my independence lately, which is nice. Like I feel like I just can be kind of like, I don't want to say a hermit because like I like being around people, but like I've struggled sometimes to just do shit on my own. I think maybe it's because I'm a second child, so I'm used to having like someone do it first and like tell me how it goes before I do it. But I've been really trying my best to just do things on my own. Maybe that's just an age thing, but I feel a lot more excited about just doing that. Also, I'm gonna be using this new Aussie Instant Freeze Gel, which I'm really excited to try out. Also, look at how beautifully it matches this like purple lighting. So cute. I signed a new lease on this place that I'm currently living at. I can't believe that my last apartment was already like a year ago. I remember posting my videos about my mouse-infested apartment. If you guys know, you know. It was just horrible. It was like such a bad time living there. Like I had so many mice in my place and I just couldn't focus and work on anything. I will have been here now for literally a full year. I can't believe that. Wow, I really used a lot of gel, but it's okay. Something else interesting, I feel like I'm just spewing a lot of random stuff at you guys. Sometimes it's fun to just like digitally document where you are in life and then you can like look back on it. I just had COVID for the second time, so that was super fun, as you guys can imagine. I went to eat a slice of pizza and I realized like I just couldn't smell it. I put it in the microwave to heat it up because it was leftovers, and I literally just put it up to my mouth and realized that I couldn't smell anything. So I went to eat it and it literally just tasted like mush. So I quickly sprinted over to my I have like a little basket of like candles and scented things, and I couldn't smell it. So I knew that I had fudging COVID. Also, I'm just taking the gel now and scrunching it up into my hair. My family had planned this surprise for my mom, like a late Mother's Day surprise, to take her to Paisley Park, which if you don't know is Prince's old home and like recording studio and everything. So the whole week I was like panicking because I was like, she doesn't know what this is, but I really want to go. I don't want to miss it. It's also honestly kind of expensive to go. It was like $75 each to take a tour of this place. So obviously I didn't want to miss it. The day beforehand I tested positive, but like seriously, like barely. Like the line was so freaking tiny and like you couldn't even see it. Then luckily the next morning I was like confident that I didn't see a line. So I ended up going, nobody got sick from me, which I'm really happy about. And it was such a beautiful experience. It was really crazy to go and see and tour like his literal house and see where he would just play shows all the time and invite people over. Something else that I thought would be kind of interesting to talk to you guys about is like where my channel is going. I really want to keep posting once a week on Fridays, and I feel like that's really been helping my channel a lot. I also really like talking about YouTube growth though too, like how you can grow your channel on YouTube, because I feel like that's something that I've been pretty good at doing. Like I thought about making a video about what I would do if I was to start over on my YouTube channel in 2024. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, or if you lean more in the camp of like, I just want to watch you use hair products and like talk about hair stuff. And with that, I think I'm gonna diffuse my hair because it is really wet. Actually, first I'm gonna use a towel and like get all of this moisture out because it is really wet. There's a lot of excess water in there. So I'll be right back. It always gets so wet in my bathroom whenever I do this. Like my floor is just soaked with product and water. I'm gonna be using my Tea Owls towel. I love these so much. It's literally just like using a t-shirt for your hair. If you guys don't know, you should go support them. I'll link this product down below. I'm feeling really excited about where my future is going. Like I just feel really rejuvenated after taking that break, and like honestly, even just focusing on mental health has been really good for me, and like what I'm consuming and honestly trying to figure out how to get more sleep because I tend to go to bed really late. Like, I'm such a freaking night owl. It's stupid. My sister and I talk about this all the time, but we're both like naturally just people who want to work late. Like, I am filming this at 8 p.m. It's literally 8 p.m. right now. And that's like when I thrive creatively. So I just kind of roll with it. Let me know if you're a night owl or more of a morning person. I would love to know, because I feel like most creative people, at least that I know, are like super night owls. Something else that I did recently that was honestly so great was I decided to go literally item by item through my entire apartment and get rid of all of the stuff that I just don't use or I feel like I have too much of. And I still feel like I could get rid of more, but it feels so good to just donate stuff, get rid of stuff that I don't use or wear. Like, in my closet, I had so many shirts and pants that I like just skim over every time I get dressed, and I never wear them. I have a whole bin of just cords, and I found literally an iPod charger, actually 2 iPod chargers, which was like, that shows you how much I can hold on to stuff and how I need to just get rid of so much stuff that I don't use. It was really refreshing. I encourage you to go through all the cords you have and just get rid of them. Get rid of stuff that you don't use, because it seriously just digs you back into the past and it prevents you from moving forward. Get rid of one thing today. Just donate it or throw it out. I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse my hair because it is looking nice and wet, but not like dripping wet. So I think this is the perfect time to just dry it. So I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished diffusing my hair and it's looking nice and crunchable, if that's a word. So we're gonna go ahead and scrunch out all of this with a nice oil, which is the Jessie Curl Oil Blend. And I've never used this before, but we will give it a shot. The last thing I thought that I would tell you guys about that's really exciting for me is that I actually decided to start driving again. If you guys don't know, I don't think I've talked about this on my channel very much, if not at all. But I actually have always really had a fear of driving. Something about it just really has spooked me for the longest time. I would even maybe call it like almost like a phobia. And it's taken me a lot of years to get comfortable with the idea of even like being behind a wheel. And so I actually had promised myself that I would get my license before the age of 25, which I did. And it was honestly not under the best circumstances. I felt very pressured to get my license. So I got it regardless, which is good, but now it's been like 3 years since I've driven. So I just this week was like, why don't I try to drive again? And like, I actually have been feeling weirdly excited about driving for some reason, which is honestly really new for me. I think especially in the United States, it's just so common to have your license and to be driving from the time you're like 16 and being excited to get your permit. And we just live in such a car-centric society. But I think in other places it's a lot more acceptable to like take the bus or the tram or whatever you take. And a lot of people just don't have vehicles, and that's normal. I actually decided to go driving with my mom yesterday, and it was so weird to be behind the wheel again, but also like it made me really excited. I just have really been craving that freedom of being able to get myself places on my own via my own means and not like a bus or something. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my driving journey here and there if you want to hear about it. But shout out to any of you who also don't have a car or don't drive yourself places, because I'm one of you, but we will get through it together. I'm really liking this oil. It's actually feeling pretty light. I only used like 4 drops of it, but I'm liking the result. That is looking so pretty. I feel like every time I do this, I'm impressed every time by the products. Also, my hair is getting so long. Like, look at how long that is. That's pretty crazy. I like to just kind of fluff it out and let it do its thing, because I feel like that's when curly hair looks the best, is when you're not trying to make it look like so intensely perfect. Okay, I'm happy with how that's looking. I think I'm gonna call it on this video. Thank you so much again for 1,000. That is like just the coolest milestone ever. It's crazy to look at my channel and see the K by it. It makes me feel so like official and special. So thank you guys so much for that, and I hope that you guys will stick around and watch my next video next Friday. I will see you guys next time. Bye!